Today is day one of the 21-day challenge, Quantum Flow Challenge. So I'm gonna guide a Quantum Flow session every single day for the next 21 days. And we're gonna focus day one on grounding, day two on alchemy, through all the 7 stages. And then we're gonna start at day 8, we start with grounding again. And then for the 3rd week, I'm gonna think about some to spice things up a little bit, but that's for later. So that's day 1. All focused on grounding. And grounding, what that means is we are basically focusing on the lowest chakra or the lowest energy center of the body in the session. It has all the 7 stages, again, as I said before, but the primary focus is on this energy center, connecting deep to the earth, connecting deep down, rooting down, calling back our energy to the here and now. So how does quantum flow work is the question, and I want to explain a little bit what we do here in quantum flow. So quantum flow primarily is a physical embodiment practice that works on every single layer of our being. We're working deep with the body. That's why it's called embodiment practice. But we're also working by shifting those energetic blockages that we have in the system. We are also shifting any other layer in our being, emotional, spiritual. Our emotions go to a higher level, our thoughts go to a higher level. So it's a holistic method that works on every single aspect of who we are. And what is important to understand is that the so-called chakra system from the yogic traditions it actually has a very physical representation in the body related to the plexuses, nervous plexuses, and the gland system, the endocrine system. So every chakra, every energy center in the body has one specific gland and one specific nervous plexus. And by working, so what we do in quantum flow, we are using movement, breath, and sound, and especially the movement, activating those muscles around the nervous plexuses and the nervous plexus we want to target. That is creating the change in the nervous plexus, because every nervous plexus in and of itself has its own electromagnetic frequency that is broadcasting to the field 24/7 all the time, 355 days in a year. And with that energy, we are magnetizing and attracting and manifesting the things, the people, the experiences, everything that shows up in our life, we are manifesting it. So it doesn't really do much when we are working with NLP and working up here all the time with modalities, with NLP, with other things. But we really have to shift the energy holistically. So otherwise, the nervous system is still sending out distorted signals when there are blockages, and we're still manifesting, but we are not manifesting from our highest, not manifesting from our soul. And that's why this is important. And this image here shows how the energy is naturally flowing. It's flowing actually from the lowest energy center up to the highest. But when we are when we have traumatic experiences stored in the body, whenever we're going through life and we have something that the conscious mind cannot deal with, it's getting suppressed when it's like a shock to the body, to the system. It's getting suppressed in the body. It's getting stored in the body, especially the lowest 3 energy centers. And that can lead then to feelings of unworthiness, to control, compassion, not compassion, the opposite, the big ego, guilt, shame, unworthiness, all of it. And when we are transforming that energy with quantum flow, we are losing the crystallizations in those energy centers, and the energy can move freely up into the higher centers again. That's, by the way, it's why it's called the highest self, because we are acting from the higher emotions. But when we are not doing that, then the energy is like the energy that's not flowing here. The body goes like, okay, I don't have enough energy. Where do I take this energy from now? It's drawing the energy actually from your electromagnetic field, and your light field around your body is diminishing. And also like the energy in the higher centers, as you can see here, is diminishing. So it's not easy in that state when you have those blockages, when you have those energy blockages in your lowest 3 energy centers. It's not easy to be in a high state. It's not easy to be in inspiration, in creativity, full on, and creating and doing great things in the world. It's not really easy because all your body is using up that energy for survival. And with quantum flow, we are changing that on a holistic level. And one important aspect for how you do that is by activating the pelvic floor, bringing the navel in, creating that pressure in your core to bring up that energy into your brain. And what then happens is you are strengthening your magnetic field, your aura, the aura all around you, the toroidal field is becoming much stronger. And that's why quantum flow is actually 4 quadrants. It's an embodiment practice. It means when you practice it every day consistently, you are becoming a new person. You are aligning with new energies. It is a protocol, a tool that allows you to drop into the flow state with effortless ease. You then, when you have that on a sustained daily basis, and you are allowing yourself to go with the universal pulsation of contraction and expansion, of integration and manifesting and creating and being full on in creation mode, then you are tapping into optimal performance. And optimal performance is different from like, I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm just like going to the edge and I'm burning myself out. It is like challenging yourself, yes, but just enough so you can stay in the flow state, and you are, as I said, allowing yourself to also spend time for integration. It's not always full on, full power. Integration and expansion, integration, expansion, and then integration and expansion, exactly. And the 4th quadrant of quantum flow is manifestation. By changing your energetic field, by changing your energy, by changing your whole body, you are aligning with the energies you truly want to call into your life from a soul state frequency. So that's basically how quantum flow works in like 10 minutes. Is there anything that's unclear? Do you have any questions so far? No? Okay, all good. Then let's dive into the grounding principles, just very quick. There are 3 ways to ground, to come back, to call back your energy to the here and now, especially when you're dispersed, when you have a lot of, a long to-do list with a million things to do, and your mind is all over the place, it's not really here. Then what is really helping is the breath, coming back to your breath, inhaling, exhaling, soft and gentle. This is number 1, breathing. Number 2 is your body. Tuning into your body, tuning into your bodily sensations, into your emotions, into your thoughts, becoming aware of what's going on in your body. And the 3rd thing is setting an intention, an I am statement. I am love, I'm abundance, I'm whatever this is, whatever you're deciding and what is flowing for you today, what you want to call into. Making that a powerful declaration of I am is really powerful. And this is the 3rd principle of grounding. So that is actually a summary of the things we are manifesting, the outcomes we are manifesting through grounding, versus the problems we are solving. So we're coming into a state of presence. We're coming into heart-brain coherency. We're coming into focus, into clarity. We are coming back to center. And we are tapping into the capacity to manifest from energy to matter. That's what we do. And what we are solving is a lack of focus, a lack of clarity, confusion, nervousness, overwhelm, overthinking, dispersed energy. When the energy is all over the place, we're calling back that energy to the here and now. That's basically what we are solving. So, and then of course, what is always important in quantum flow, and especially in grounding is the state also where you do the physical practice, but you can also and that is actually recommended, you can go raw and real with your life. And one exercise that I like, I know there are different versions of it, but this is called the Wheel of Life exercise, where you have like 6 or 7 or 8, 10, 12 different areas in your life. For example, here, your wealth, your health, your relationships, your love life, and you just journal on them. You just write down, how am I doing in each of those areas right now in my life? What am I happy with? What I'm not happy with? We won't do this here right now. You can do this after the session if you like. It's not 100% a must, but it's an optional thing you can do if you really want to. But what I want you to do right now, you don't need to write this down. You can just have this also in your head. Just give yourself a moment, like 1 or 2 minutes, to think about, what do you really want to let go of in your life? If you could pick one of those areas, like health, relationships, money, whatever it is for you, maybe adventure, how much adventure you are having on a day-to-day basis, or like on a regular basis, weekly basis, whatever. Just pick one area that you would like to transform that is not really that good right now, and then decide, what do you want to let go of and what do you want to shift in today's activation.